What's up, guys? Welcome back to the garage. So pretty much this is part 2 of the painter scamming me. As you guys seen in the last video, I ended up pulling my car, showing you guys a little bit of what happened with the car and why I pulled it. But pretty much I just wanted to make this video showing you guys a little bit more in depth of how things were done, what I'm not happy with, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little montage of everything real quick, and then we'll pick up on it right after this. So pretty much, guys, as you guys can see in that little montage of all the faults there is on the car. Quarter panel, there is a paint run inside of it that is not the clear, so unfortunately that has to be taken all the way back down. Engine bay is nasty. I didn't even get to show you guys the bottom of the frame as it's not even painted, but let me go ahead and show you guys so you guys can see firsthand. But yeah, bottom of the frame of the engine bay is not painted, and you guys can clearly see it under there. This was supposed to be the same color as the whole engine bay and the whole car, because, you know, the end goal for this car was for it to be kind of like a show car. So when I did show off the all-wheel drive setup, especially being at big shows and big events, since the car is going to be all-wheel drive, I want to be able to show the S1 kit, show whatever they have, and also just be a big show car, but also a street car at the same time, and also a race car. But mainly I just wanted it to enjoy this car, and that was the purpose of this whole build. So as you guys see now, all the missed spots, the damage that was done to this car, some people may say it's not a lot of damage, it can be fixed and everything else, but being fixed comes with that a cost. So as you guys seen in the last video, I kind of gave 3 options, and those options was, one, either fully repainting the car, or having the gentleman come down, paint the doors, try to color sand it and buff it, and still leave some of the areas that were going to be messed up still, such as the quarter panel and the roof section, and basically leave it like that after I color sand and buff and just accept it. Or honestly, me tackle this whole project by myself and repaint the whole car and just learn a new skill. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys once and for all, the car is going to be heading to go get fully repainted. I did talk to my wife, as it's been a couple of weeks since I picked up the car, and we've just been debating, tossing numbers around, seeing what I had to move around, what I had to do, how much money I had to raise, or pretty much do. And that was one of the main reasons why I came out with these shirts, was to try to help support the channel and help support the build. Unfortunately, they didn't do so well. Not a lot of them sold out. I still have some of them here. So we're just gonna continue pushing forward, but I pretty much came up with the game plan after talking with my wife. We talked, we strategized, and coming to a conclusion of being the car is gonna be heading to paint. I have talked to a couple of painters that have within this last week, and I have a total of 7 of them that have come up and seen the car in person. They're all shops here local to the Inland Empire, Riverside County, San Bernardino, because I really don't want to keep the car, or I don't want the car to go far. So I don't want it to go to LA. I don't want it to go to OC's, San Diego County, or even up the hill towards Victorville, Hesperia area. The reason being is because I want to be more active with the paint, as I was on the last one. I want to be able to go there, take videos, get updates, show you guys the progress, and then honestly, even if I don't even do that, I just want it to be local so it's easier to tow back and forth, and my bill for towing isn't that high, because again, I am on a budget, guys. But as far as the paint, I'm gonna go ahead and suck it up now and just pay the money that is due, because that tends to be everybody's issue. Supposedly, I guess my budget was unrealistic, and this was technically supposed to be a $4,000 paint job. But again, I was not in this car $4,000. I was in it close to $7,000. So I'm already screwed out of $4,000. So now leaves me with $3,000, basically $2,500 in my pocket. So I do have more money now. I have strategized, like I said, sold some car parts that I've been hoarding around for a couple of years for the 4th gen, because they do bring a lot of money. I've also sold some hoods. As you guys already know, I sell carbon fiber parts for the 4th gens and also for the 5th gens and other Civics. It's just not a lot of them. But my main thing was the 4th gens. So I did raise some money. I have saved up that money after paying my bills. So we are up there, and I am able to afford a good paint job now. Should I say, right? What a real paint job will cost. So I'm gonna go ahead and suck it up, me and my wife, and we're just gonna go ahead and paint the car. So one thing I wanted to address real quick is I've had a few comments in the last videos and even on my Instagram saying that I should take my car to Young Static up north in San Jose. And the one thing I really want to say about that is this: I do not want to do that. The main reason and the only reason is because I do not want a chance throwing away a friendship or losing a friendship. I'm extremely picky, as you guys already know. You know, I'm picky to a point where I even want to do my intercooler piping again. I want to redo my dump tube and my downpipe. Why? Because it's just, I'm picky. So for me to have somebody else, especially a friend of mine that I truly value his friendship, and basically have him paint my car, I don't want to run that risk of one thing ever happening that could destroy the friendship. Some of you guys already know, you know, me and Dana didn't have the best friendship, but back then, because miscommunications, but we squashed all that. We moved forward, and right now we have a really good solid friendship to where we're here to help each other out. We'll do anything for each other, and not anything, but we'll do a majority of things to help each other out, to make things happen for each other. And one thing I just do not want, again, I can't stress that enough, is I do not want to destroy my friendship with Dana whatsoever. I truly value his friendship. I just want a community to where we have each other's back, and that's something that we currently have. We have each other's back through a lot of things. You know, he's helped me out with the head parts that I needed for my motor. I've helped him with the hood for that, for his all-wheel drive sedan, just like I helped him out with the wrap. Why? Because I want to see the community grow, and I want everybody to have each other's back. So if we need something, we can turn to people to have each other's back and just help out. So that is the only answer I can really give you guys, is I just do not want to risk my friendship with Dana over being over picky and having or finding an issue or whatever, right? Because it can be the smallest thing and our friendship can easily go in the trash, and I don't want to ever risk that, because as you guys seen, we chop it up, we chill, we have fun, and we just vibe out. And that's what that's what everything should be about in this whole community. It's just vibe out and hang out and have a good time. So moving forward, the car is going to be going to a painter. I'm not sure exactly who yet. I have been talking to, like I said, 5 other painters. They have come down and they've all given me their quotes. Some have given me the option to supply the paint. I'm still weighing that option, as one of the subscribers did reach out to me. I believe his name is Tony. He says he works for a paint spot that sells materials, and that he can help me out with the paint, the base, and he can also help me out with PPG 2000 clear or something like that. It's really good quality clear. So I might end up taking that route. The painters, I've given them that option too, and they told me that they'll warranty the work, as they know how to pretty much lay down paint. And I've always gotten the excuse from a bunch of painters is, brand of the paint, whatever it is, if they can't lay it, they don't know how to do this, and they cry about every single thing. It's like they're on a menstrual cycle, they're on a period, her wife left them, daddy didn't come back with the cereal and the milk, I don't know. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward with solid painters and see who we go with. Guy's supposed to be coming today. He's gonna give me his last quote, one of his quotes, and then from there, this is the last painter that I've talked to and come to see who it's gonna go with. But again, the paint is going to be here local, and so that I can stay up on it and make sure everything is going to be done correctly, because we are going to be starting from square one again. they are going to sand down the whole car, make sure all the body work and everything is done, because there is still a few dings, there is a few dents, small dents and stuff like that on both sides. And they are going to redo pretty much the whole trunk, the engine bay, windshield crown, windshield molding. They're going to remove the glue. They're going to take off my sunroof molding, because that was one of the main issues of the paint, that just wasn't done correctly. And also paint all the jams again, make sure everything is done. So I'm pretty much really stoked to look forward to the future and make sure this car is fully done. A lot of you guys did vote for me just to go ahead and take on that scale also. And again, I'm very picky, guys. And for me to do that to this build, that's something I've envisioned for so many years. I didn't want to mess up and then have to pay to refix it or try to refix it and then go around in circles until I was actually 100% content. So I would rather just do that now that a shop will do it, and it will be on a contract just like my last one was, and that way everything is 100% valid. So aside from that, now we know the car is going to be heading to paint. We did receive a few car parts from Japan. I did order some other parts, and I will go ahead and show you guys the 2 parts that did come from Japan, because I'm still waiting for a few more parts. It's nothing big or anything like that, but I did end up ordering a brand new window seal for the windshield for the front. I ended up going with an OEM one. This was only found in Japan. That's the only place I can find it. It was very cheap. It was actually like $100 for that molding, plus the shipping here from Japan. I also ended up ordering this titanium hood prop. It just felt like it would give it a little bit of character in the engine bay, since we are running a lot of G development and a lot of Speed Factory titanium hardware. So once the car comes back from paint, we can start making more progress. I already ordered oval piping so that we can do the exhaust system when the car is ready to do the all-wheel drive setup. I'm actually going to be heading out tomorrow to be dropping off the S1 kit to go get it powder coated, so that way that's out of the way, along with the timing chain cover and everything else, because we still got to finish putting together the motor, as we already have all the parts. But I've honestly just been lazy, just because I've been worrying about the paint. And once the car does come back from paint, or maybe before it leaves the paint, I am going to go ahead and try to start on the all-wheel drive setup, depending if we get back the powder coated stuff on time. If not, then it'll wait until after it comes back from paint. But again, guys, car is going to be going to paint. Now that it's just an update, as you guys already seen, there is a lot of issues on the paint. And if you guys really seen this car in person, for everybody that has seen this car in person, a lot of friends of mine, they can validate everything that has gone down, from the Mugen kit to the body of the car to the engine bay and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to having this car back so we can continue progress, guys. But pretty much, guys, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy this little update. We are going to be going to the junkyard here soon, because I need to pick up some other parts and miscellaneous stuff for the engine bay. So when it's done, we can find more of those caps and bolts and stuff like that, because I need to send some of that stuff to get zinced for around the rest of the car. So again, I am going all out on this car. I am not cheaping out. I wasn't cheaping out from the beginning. I'm already out $4,000 from everything that was taken away from me, the deposit and also my material. And also, guys, if any of you guys are interested, I do have a set of wheels that came in from Japan. I am going to be getting rid of these. If any of you guys are interested, once again, they do need to be refinished. These are a set of old school working motion. They're 15x7 plus 7 offset, 4x114. If you guys are interested, I can have them refinished at an extra cost. They are very rare specs, but pretty much they are all complete. And as you guys can see here, this is the material that I was screwed out. It is only a quarter of everything left, and that, from the painter's understanding, is that is not enough material to redo, or to do the sections that need to be done, such as the hood, the fenders, or I mean the doors, the trunk area, along with the Mugen kit, because all that has to be resprayed. And if you can see closely here, you can see that the shine on the quarter panel here is not how it's supposed to be. Basically, it is very dull compared to the rest of the car being shiny. So hopefully here we make this more progress and we get this car back so we can just continue progress. One last thing before we end the video, I just want to give you guys a huge shout out for sticking with me through the bull crap that we've been going through, the slow progress that we've been going through. And without you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. We finally made it to the point where I can get monetized, so it can help with the budget and help with affording more car parts for this car once we start adding up, of course, and we start getting more content and everything else when we continue builds in the future. I really appreciate you guys sticking through it and helping me out through all of it. So with that being said, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.